Rascal Does Not Dream of Siscon Idol's review. With the arrival of Rascal Does Not Dream of Siscon Idol, we're now 4 volumes into series, and getting closer to new content not covered by the anime. But for now, let's find out what crazy situation our cast is going to be wrapped up in this installment. We're with Sakota, and he's finally getting the chance to spend some time with his girlfriend Mai. However, life is never that simple for our protagonist, and when he goes to visit her, he meets Notoka Toyohama, an up-and-coming idol who is also Mai's half-sister. To complicate matters further, Sakota learns that Mai and Notoka have swapped bodies and have no idea what caused this or how to swap back. Sakota's dreams of going on a date are put aside for now while the girls work out what to do. They're by no means strangers to each other, but Sakota can tell that the relationship is strained. In the end, Mai and Notoka agree to live their respective lives to the best of their abilities, hoping no one finds out something supernatural has happened. Mai tells Sakota to keep an eye on Notoka, as perhaps he can figure out what triggered this whole thing. Right from the beginning, it's clear to both Sakota and us readers that Mai and Notoka had a strained relationship. With the two were kids, Notoka is idolized Mai and wanted to follow in her footsteps and work in show business, but as they grow older, Notoka has struggled with the pressures put on her. This is especially true of Notoka's mom, who pushes her to be more like Mai, and this, in turn, has made Notoka somewhat resentful of her sister. Perhaps these feelings are part of why the two have swapped places, and that's what Sakota begins to explore. I admit that when I watched The Rascal Does Not Dream of anime, this arc was one of my least favorites. I liked Mai as a character well enough, but compared to the previous story about Rio, I struggle to care about Notoka's struggles. The problem is that while Mai is a central part of the story, Notoka is the one who we spent the most time with, and I thought she was somewhat bratty and irritating. Having said that, reading the light novels changed my feelings. While I'm still not overly fond of Notoka, I think the pacing of the book compared to the anime helped me warm to her slowly. The same way that our protagonist does, her inner turn oil is also better explored here. It is easier to understand her feelings toward Mai. Honestly, author Hajime Kamoshida is just really good at writing emotionally charged stories. Like this in Nails and practicing for the twisted turns, the previous book, like Logical Witch, hit harder emotionally for me, but this one is sure to be just as captivating for readers, especially if you've ever felt jealous of an older sibling. Even if you find yourself struggling to engage with the story of the sisters, some notable milestones are woven into this plot of Sakota's younger sister Kaide. It's now approaching 2 years since she stopped going to school and became a shut-in, was even reluctant to interact with Sakota's friends, Mai being a notable exception, and that is bothering her. Kaide is a focus on the next book, so this will be explored more there, but it's time to see some development in Siscon Idol to lead into it. Rascal Does Not Dream of Siscon Idol comes to the West thanks to Way at Yen Press and continues to be translated by Andrew Cunningham. The translation reads well with no issues to note. Volume 5 of the series, Rascal Does Not Dream of a Sister Home Alone, is out now, with Volume 6 being released in November. Overall, Rascal Does Not Dream of Siscon Idol offers another interesting and emotional tale. While the new character Notoka might not appeal to everyone, I think her story is relatable enough to more than make up for somewhat immature personality. 9/10.